Hi everybody, Dana Littman here again, and welcome back to Tuesday Tips for Leaders of Volunteers. This week we're celebrating International Volunteer Managers Day. That falls on November 5th this week, which is tomorrow from November 4th when this video is coming out in the USA time zones at least. Our friends down under and in other parts of the world, maybe this is Wednesday Wisdom instead of Tuesday Tips. But nevertheless, be bold, make change is the theme this year. And as leaders of volunteers, we are often making changes that we may or may not see the ripples of or the impacts or the positive effects for a little while, but you are a change maker. So embrace that leadership. Embrace the fact that you have probably the most personnel under your supervision. You probably have the most headcount in your organization as a leader of volunteers. So utilize and leverage that potential leadership power to pilot programs in volunteer services that are then potentially copied. The success of those pilots and programs or even policies are copied by other departments. That's led to a lot of bold change in my career in different agencies, and not just as a consultant, but when I was doing a day job, day-to-day volunteer management and engagement. Very often what I would set up would ripple out, not just in my agency, but also I would offer for that to be shared seamlessly with any other community organization that wants to copy the successes that are happening. If you're a leader of volunteers and you're particularly challenged in the tough times, especially here in the USA, but tough times and economic hardships are hitting around the world, then you can also reach out for help. So utilize your professional networks, reach out to peers, find me or others on LinkedIn, utilize your national associations or local associations, sometimes called DOVIAs, and either be a mentor or a mentee, or even better, prime learning experience is being the mentor sandwich. You've got someone that is your mentor and you're working with a mentee at the same time, and you're all learning from each other. I find this is especially effective when it's cross-generational. So I've not just been a mentor through a Lives mentorship program, for example, but you can check in your local areas and associations, or just do it informally by reaching out to a colleague. But I like to do cross-generational things where maybe I'm learning from someone younger than me. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the older person is automatically the mentor. I think that's really important to shake things up and be bold and make change, is to learn from younger generations and to have that intergenerational connection kind of across the board. The other way to be bold and make change, we happen in the States today to have several special elections. So be involved, be directly involved with democracy, with protecting your human rights, other people's human and civil rights. There is huge pressures, especially in the States, but around the world, there's a huge pressure to have very few people at the top control everything for everybody else's lives at the bottom. And that's not sustainable. That's not going to last in any kind of economic system or society. That is a bad road to go down. So do what you can with your community. Check out mutual aid pods. Get to know your neighbors. Sometimes the change that you make and the way that you are bold is simply standing up for your rights as a person, as a human, whatever other identities you have for yourself or with your friends and family. Be sure to stay strong, fight for your rights, and protest and get involved as you can with the leader of volunteers, again, with grassroots movements, not just to teach them about what maybe formal things are happening in a nonprofit formal kind of volunteering way, but check out what you can learn from grassroots about being bold and making change. What can you learn from formal or informal mutual aid groups to be bold and make change? One of my favorite things that's been happening that's really effective against the creep or sliding towards more authoritarian things is to resist that very pompous, rigid, violent push with silliness and fun and humor, because authoritarians really don't have a very good sense of humor, and they don't really understand when things are silly or fun or enjoyable. So live and let live. Go vote today if you're in a state or area of the USA that has a special election. I already voted, and I hope that you all enjoy International Volunteer Managers Day. Be bold, make change, Be the fantastic leader that you are, not only a leader of volunteers, but a leader in your organization, a leader in your community. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you next week with more Tuesday Tips continuing from Severina Ware. Take care.